Hey guys, DJ from PTA. Want to go over this trade USEG. This was my only single trade today. It was my loser. Um, Wanted to go over the trade just so that you guys can kind of understand my psychology behind the trade, why I placed it, and why it went against me. So wanted to kind of go over this with you guys and give you a top-down analysis. Again, we go to back to the weekly. We notice that it is going in an uptrend. I love to play stocks that's trading above the 200-day moving average, and that's exponential. I'm just seeing over back testing that that's a critical area to really get some power or momentum. Last couple of days just kind of kept up in the volume or whatnot. Yesterday's trading volume was kind of weird because most of this came after hours when it came on that. So we figured that it'll probably hold up and then continue and rip on today. We just didn't get that straight follow through. So ultimately, um, it was a failed trade. So I kind of look at this as two parts. So the first part was we had this pullback, and then it rallied up, got above that area, and then it pulled back again, and then it started to rally up in after hours. I mean pre-market. So when it started to rally up, I'm assuming it was going to go up, make a new high, which it did, pull back, and then I would get some type of continuation on this way. So to kind of put that in perspective for you guys, I was looking at it from a little bit longer term. When I didn't get that, what I assumed was is that it just wasn't going to play out. So when I look at this and I said, okay, I'm looking for something like this. You get a pull down, reversal, pull back down, and then another reversal to go this way. That was my thought process behind the trade. Unfortunately, I didn't get that. It actually went up, it pulled down, and then sharply went up. So if you take the look at this into, let's say we go down to a 5 minute, this was a good point of entry, but I just didn't like the setup. I did get the reversal on the 5 minute, but when you go to the higher time frames, it just didn't look clean. It seems like it was still going up. So when it pulled all the way back and then rip up, I kind of felt like that was unsustainable. I felt like it might go up a couple bucks and then come back and retrace, which was trapping the longs, and then the shorts would get trapped and continue on. But I just didn't get that play. So what I was looking at, the key area was here, which was about 12. I think it was 12. 1276. 1273, I'm sorry. So here is where I was thinking. I'm thinking it's going to go up, pull back, and then rip. This is where I end up getting in at right here, about 1222 or whatever. I was trying to squeeze in a little early to get that eventual break because I figured looking at the thing, this is my sideways price action here. So I'm thinking, okay, boom, boom, it'll come back, retested this area, had this big buy, and then it was going to continue on, break out 1392, and maybe go another 2-3 bucks, and then I can take the trade. But it just didn't play out that way. So when you break out down to the 1 minute, it kind of looked a little bit more clear. So we had our consolidation in the morning. We had this nice little rip rally come back, and then it had this retest right here after the halt. So when it retests, I'm thinking, okay, let me go and squeeze in here, and it should continue on. It just didn't. So because of that, I end up getting in. It got up to about the 1270s, which is where I wanted to be at, and then it started pulling back aggressively, got me out. I had tacked on a little bit of size because I had a really good entry that I was looking at, and then it kind of went and then fell. So I was risking about $1 to make three, but it just didn't play out. But I end up reducing it to about 80 cent loss, which came out to I don't know, about 2,800 buck loss or whatever on this one. So, and then it eventually played out, hit the bottom, and came back to that area, but just no cigars. It never just really pulled and kept going the way I wanted to. So it continued on and kind of faded for the rest of the day. As I was telling you guys before about INDO, the one thing about this stock, like I told you guys, from yesterday's video lesson is that this stock had lost some steam on this day, even though we had some higher highs. So I was expecting a red day. I was expecting for this stock to fall. Now I wasn't expecting it to rebound like it did, which it trapped a lot of people with this move. Kind of ripped back up, but it was still didn't meet the previous day high. So this was a great shorting opportunity. Few people in the Discord did take advantage of the trade, and I mean literally, it probably stayed heavy under VWAP. It stayed heavy under 200 EMA, and it was just a nice fade. So you had a nice fade all the way down from um, you figure pre-market high was here, 81 down back down to 30. So that was a nice fade for the whole day. So I know a lot of people probably did pretty well on that. Those are the trades I kind of wanted to go over. Not too much happened today on my end of the part. Congrats to all those who made some money today. That's always a good thing. But yeah, guys, lost a paper cut on this one. But as we always do, we come back, we study our losses, we study our issues, we fix them, and then we make better trades next time. So if you have any questions, comments, leave them in the comment section of the video. We're always trying to reach back out to everyone and answer their questions and so on and so forth. But as I always tell you guys, continue studying and stay focused.